For those who are eagerly awaiting for Marshals to release on March 1st, 2026, there is one big thing that is worrying a lot of fans right now, and that is whether Monica Dutton will be part of the series. Is she alive? Why was she not seen in the trailer? And why is there no official news about her at all? What really happened to Case Dutton's wife? Make sure to watch the video till the end to know more about it. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. In the recently released trailer of Marshals, we clearly see Case Dutton, his son Tate, and his new teammates from the U.S. Marshals unit. We also spot familiar faces like Chief Rainwater, which instantly connects this series back to the Yellowstone universe. However, one major character is completely missing from the trailer, and that is Monica Dutton. She is not seen in a single frame, not even hinted at through dialogue or visuals. This absence immediately raised questions among fans, especially because Monica was such an important part of Case's life throughout Yellowstone. Her relationship with Case, their struggles, and their shared trauma were central to his character development. What makes this situation even more interesting is what the showrunner, Spencer Hudnut, has said in recent interviews. When speaking about Case's journey in Marshals, he focused heavily on Case's role as a father. Hudnut explained that Case now has the opportunity to spend more time at home and evolve as a parent. He said that Case always saw himself mainly as a provider and protector for his son, while most of the parenting was handled by his wife. Now, with more time on the home front, the series will explore the bond between Case and Tate and how Case starts to see himself in his son. Through Tate, Case also begins to understand his own father better, even though John Dutton has passed away. What stands out here is that there is absolutely no mention of Monica in this explanation, not even a brief reference. If Case is the one raising his son, does that mean Monica is no longer alive, or is Case now separated from his wife? Adding to the mystery, Kelsey as Bill, who plays Monica Dutton, is not listed in the confirmed cast for Marshals. This is surprising because Breckin Merrill is returning as Tate, and Luke Grimes is obviously back as Case. If Tate is present, it naturally makes people ask where his mother is. One possibility is that there could be some off-screen issue between the actress and the makers of the show, which led them to deliberately avoid including her character. This kind of thing has happened before in television, and it would explain both her absence from the trailer and the lack of official updates. At the same time, there is another possibility that feels just as real. It is possible that Monica is actually part of the series, but the creators are intentionally hiding her involvement to avoid spoilers. There is one particular moment in the trailer. Case says that he has lost his parents, his friends, and even his brother.
I've lost my teammates, my parents, even my brothers.
If Monica had died, especially if that loss played a major role in his decision to join the U.S. Marshals, it would make sense for him to mention his wife in that emotional moment. The fact that he does not mention losing his wife could mean that she is still alive. This small detail opens the door to the idea that Monica may appear later in the series, possibly in a reduced role or in a way that ties into Case's emotional arc rather than the main action storyline. Moving beyond the Monica question, the first season of Marshals is set to focus on Case joining an elite unit of U.S. Marshals. The story takes place in Montana, where this team is tasked with bringing what the show describes as range justice to a region overwhelmed by violence. For Case, this is not just a new job, but a completely new environment. While he has experience as a Navy SEAL and as someone who has dealt with violence on the ranch, working within a federal unit comes with different rules, structures, and expectations. In the early episodes, it is very likely that Case will struggle to fully fit in with his new team. Even though he is highly skilled, he is used to operating independently or within family dynamics, not as part of a formal federal unit. He may clash with his teammates, question orders, or find it difficult to adjust to the chain of command. These first few episodes could focus on him trying to catch up, learning how the Marshals operate, and proving that he belongs there. At the same time, the show will likely balance this professional struggle with his personal life, showing him spending more time with Tate and trying to be present as a father. As the season progresses, the stakes are expected to rise. After the initial adjustment period, the Marshals unit will likely cross paths with larger threats, such as drug cartels or organized crime groups operating in and around Montana. This shift would naturally increase the danger level and push Case back into situations where violence becomes unavoidable. The difference this time is that Case is not just fighting to survive or protect land, but to protect a wider community while also keeping his son safe. This dual responsibility could become one of the core tensions of the season. By the time the season unfolds fully, audiences are likely to get answers. But until then, the mystery of Monica Dutton remains one of the most talked about aspects of Marshals. So, what do you think about it? Make sure to share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more updates.